Hello everyone, welcome back to So You Think You Want to Coach. I'm Durante Polite, so grateful to be back with you again. I've received just phenomenal feedback on the videos that we've done thus far. Have a special one today because we have a drill of the week, so make sure you stay tuned throughout the entirety of this video. If you're liking what we're doing, please subscribe, hit the subscribe button below, hit the like button, hit the bell too. The bell will give you notifications of when the next video has posted. Again, I'm trying to do these on a weekly basis. The season will ramp up for me pretty soon, so I may not be able to get into it weekly, but hopefully what I do, it'll be beneficial regardless. So check the links below. If this is your first time with us, I have 2 other episodes that we've done. Those links are below. And before we get started, always a word from our sponsor. So this week, we're going to talk about stealing. That's right, stealing. And I mean what I'm saying. Steal. If you think you want to be a coach, don't have a huge ego with this thing, man. And really, when I say steal, I mean just learn, right? Learn. Be willing to learn from others. One of my favorite drills I do right now, I saw a Twitter video of it, and I implemented it. Maybe some of you have like a great innovative mind, and if you are that person, do it. But in a lot of instances, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? You need to assess your team, see what other people are doing, and make it and adapt it to what you do. I told you my first year coaching, just about everything I did was what we did in high school, right? I went talked to that's what I knew. I went talked to my high school coach. I never forget, he had me down. We had burgers, and we just kind of went through a notebook and just mapped out some things. And I just took, a lot of our play calls were the same, my offense, my defenses. But then I adapted them as I went throughout the course of the season. But then throughout that season, there are these coaching newsletters that you can get involved in. A lot of coaches like to share information. And so you can watch games. I never forget when I was my first year coaching. I was near Central Christian College of the Bible. It's in Mobley, Missouri, near Columbia, and I was watching a Mizzou men's basketball game, and I saw an offense that they were running. I really liked it. Reached out, sent an email to their staff. The operations person got back to me. Had a chance to go down and watch practice, and then the operations person took me through the offense and all of their options throughout the course, throughout my time there. And I ended up naming that set. We called it money. That was our set, money. But I got that from someone else, right? It wasn't something that I came up with. So it's all about learning. We call it stealing a lot when we say it, we're being funny. But really, get things from other people, man. Don't be so ego-oriented that you can't learn from someone else, right? Like, you see a great drill, you take that drill and you find a way to implement it and adapt it to your team. Maybe they can't. Maybe if you're at a level from where there's a skill set where they're not able to easily, do the drill, you adapt it to what they can do and try to hold on to those concepts. But man, that's what this thing is about. You see stuff you like. I went to UConn's practice years ago, UConn women's basketball practice, and I saw like their full court drills. Man, when I went back to my high school practice, we started every practice off with those full court drills, right? Teaching the ladies how to get up and down the court fast, move the basketball, catch it without traveling before you making that next pass, finishing layups at a full speed, all those type of things. And I called it I called them the UConn layups, and UConn, like, I named it after them. I gave them. That's how we give credit. In this world, that's how we give credit. We we get a drill, and then to make sure we pay homage to whoever we got it from, right? We name it after them. That's how you have some drills. You go to a program and you call it one thing, and it's like, oh, well, we called it this thing because we got it from this coach and they got it from that coach or that program. But everyone's just stealing from one another. Everyone's taking from one another. Everyone's learning from one another. And that's the beauty of this game. So, man, it's so many resources out there now. There's so many people on YouTube. There's so many free coaching clinics that are going on. Again, there's so many newsletters that you can reach out to. And if you start coaching in any, I'll say professional capacity, and when I say that, I just mean like there's a email address or something. A lot of times, you're part of a school or something like that, like you get put on these mailing lists, these emailing lists, these newsletters without you even trying to, without you even doing it yourself. They find you and they put it on you, put you up there and send the information to you. And so take a chance, take an opportunity, look at that stuff, learn from, and don't be afraid to learn from everyone, right? You can learn from all levels. You can learn. There are a lot of phenomenal, D3 coaches, right? There are a lot of coaches in the NBA right now that started out at the D3 level, right? There are a lot of phenomenal D3 coaches on the women's side, the Division I head coaches right now. So don't let any of that stuff kind of get away from you. There's a guy by the name of Lacey Perkins. And I don't know how many, I'm assuming a lot of basketball people know him. I first heard of him because I went to a clinic at Duke University, and then, I got a chance he sent me some stuff. I emailed him afterwards. He sent me some stuff. And, my biggest thing right now is the European ball screen. And I got that from Lacey Perkins, right? I sat in an interview one time and they were asking me about who are my influential coaches. They were all people that are not very well known. And so, but a lot of what I do, I got that from Lacey Perkins, right? I don't have to make it seem like, and a lot of people run the European ball screen. A lot of people run it a lot of different ways as well. And I like looking at how different people run it also. But, don't, maybe you're this great mind, be that great mind. But again, it's all about taking from people, taking all the resources, take things you see a play and you write it down, which again, I do it all the time with my handy dandy Playbook Journal here. But you see things and you just take it, use it for your advantage. And that's the biggest thing. It's really about learning. You want to be a lifelong learner in this business. You don't want to be, get so, egocentric that you can't take things from other people, that you can't give other people credit for things. So in this game, if you're especially if you're a young coach, and again, I think you have to be careful because you can't teach things that are not your own. And when I say your own, I don't mean you're the originator, right? I'm not talking about it from that stance. I'm saying that you have to, whatever you take in, you got to make it yours so that you can actually teach it, so that you understand it well enough to pass on to someone else. There's some things that I might understand to kind of get through it myself, but I don't understand it well enough to teach and to pass on to someone else. So your team might not be able to handle it from a skill set standpoint, or there might be some drills that have to be done beforehand before you can move on into this new thing that you want to incorporate. So find a way to make it your own. Find a way to adapt it to your team, to their skill sets, to what your philosophy is right now. Maybe it doesn't fit. Maybe it's a drill or it's something that doesn't fit in your philosophy because you like to slow things down as opposed to speeding things up, or vice versa. So you got to make it your own before you could pass it on to your team. So again, steal, but in a good way. In a good way. And again, you want to pay homage. Just name the drill after the person that you got it from. Name it after the team or the program that you got it from. That's how we do in this business. So be a lifelong learner. Get things from other people. You don't have to be the originator. You don't have to be an innovator. Great if you are, but you don't have to be. Learn. There's so many people that have done this thing before you, and you can use it, make it your own, and do great things. And somebody will take it from you, and you name the drill after someone else, and now they'll be naming the drill after you or your program. So that's all I got for you this week. Stay tuned. I got a special drill from you, something that you can steal right now. You can steal, and you can take that to your program. But it's a drill that we do that I'm really excited about sharing with you. All right. Thank you so much. Again, subscribe, like, share. For the Grateful apparel, you'll see the link down low where you can get, if you like the For the Grateful shirt, you can check that out as well. But hope all is well with you. Don't hesitate to hit me up, and I'm really excited to be on this journey with you. Have a good one. All right, so this drill is we just call it the reversal drill. Basically, we're trying to reverse the ball around the perimeter with high pressure defense on us. We want to make the pass using the correct hand. We want to work on our timing as we're releasing to get the ball. We don't want any tips or deflections. And then let's see, we'll pass it around. I'll show you here. And then we finish with a rip and go. So defense, they're playing hard. They're trying to get tips and deflections on this last side over here on this last pass. Their job is just to get up and pressure and working on so the offense can work on ripping and going. And then we have one defender sitting here representing the help side, and the offense has to make a decision. And then it also works on our defense as far as like not getting foul calls in that situation. The way we rotate, the last person to receive the pass that went in to score, they become the help defense. Help defense come out. Everybody else shifts offense to defense. All right. One thing that we really focus on here, watch on this pass. So we're making the pass with the correct hand. All right. So making the pass with the left hand right here. I think this would be a great drill, especially at the younger levels, teaching your players to be able to make passes with both hands. Let's see, let's back it up a little bit. All right, now notice how she gets in here and she wants to seal and hold, okay? And then to work this timing, we want her to, she has to release at the right time. So don't release too early, because if she does it too early, the defense can still shoot the gap. So we wanted to release as the pass is being made. Same thing on the other side. They need to be working their way in as they're receiving the ball so that we can have good timing to not disrupt the flow of the offense. Pass is made. She probably should have gone a little bit early right here, but she pops out, rips and go. And now she makes a decision on how she wants to get to the basket. All right, now we go offense, defense. So here, put my post player, see she's spinning into her seal and hold. We didn't catch that one, but normally the drill starts over. You'll see in a little bit. Pass. All right, and then again here the drill normally would have started over as well. And again, we don't want like offensively, we don't want to be catching the ball that deep. Like, look how far out we are. All right, we don't want to be catching it that far away from the basket. Anyway, and so there we probably released a little bit too early. All right, but see the rip and go offense, they can make the decision on what they want to do. That was a pull up jump shot by one of our point guards. Here she works her way in. All right, probably released a little bit too soon there. We don't want to release until the pass, because look, we're catching the ball at the volleyball line. We don't want to be running offense from the volleyball line. So we want her to hold here, and then as the pass is coming, release so she's catching it at the 3-point line. Like here. See how, watch our player right here. She's in here, she's holding, and then she doesn't release until the pass is made. That's what we want. She didn't give up too much ground there. And then on this backside, they can cut back door too. So at any point in time, so here we get a backdoor cut. All right. And the finish, we'll see here, we'll get another backdoor cut right here. Watch this. So that's from up top. Another finish. And so she'll just go to the next station. And the person that normally would have got the rip and go, they didn't get the opportunity because there was a backdoor cut. All right, here. All right, so it's an errant pass. So boom, drill starts over. All right, we want to get perfect passes all the way around. She released too early here. So she's in, she needs to hold. Watch, because she released early, the defense is able to shoot the gap and get a tip. Whereas if she holds right there and waits till the pass is made, releases after the pass is made, she would catch it fine. All right, but released too early, so defense got to that. All right, we don't like a lot of dancing. All right, pass made there. This was good timing here. Watch pass. She's working her in already over here, working her in. Pass, pass. Good timing. And then look at this on the backside. And again, that was a tip there. The pass was made to the wrong side. Pass was made to the inside hand, so that led to a tip. So boom, we got to start it all over again. All right, we got to start it over again because defense can throw off timing with tips and deflections. We don't want that from an offensive standpoint. Pass, good timing here. Pass, pass, good, rip and go. And then that's our point guard going up against our starting 4 player. She pulls up for the mid-range jump shot. I know some people think that's an inefficient shot, but we believe it's only inefficient if you can't hit it. So yeah, that's a reversal drill. I think it's a great drill. You have teams that's going to pressure you. You don't want that to throw off the timing of your offense. And so it's one that we use to really get us working on operating at a high level. Tips, deflections, they can throw off your timing. And so someone was open, but because it got tipped, now they're not open anymore. So there's all the things that we're working on in this drill. Hope you really enjoy.